Hey, how's it going? What's up, man? Do you believe in God at all or not? Do you? Are you serious? Okay.
What?
Yeah,
hey, dude, how you doing?
Nice to meet you. I'm Travis.
Sorry, that's my left hand. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What's up?
Awesome. Nice meeting you, man.
But so guys, the message I feel like God put in my heart today for us is, what is the meaning of life? Do we know the meaning of life? I feel like God put in my heart this analogy, like picture this like Harvard University. Imagine if you go home to make your best friend like an amazing steak. You go to make a Kobe beef steak, you get all the stuff, you prepare it, you season it, you tenderize it, you do all this great stuff. You spend so much time, energy, money to make this Kobe beef steak, and then you give it to your friend, and your friend looks at you and says, I'm a vegan. Like, I can't eat meat. Like, guys, that's what we're doing with our lives. Like, how pointless would it be to spend all our time, energy, preparing something we think is so great, when to be completely and utterly wrong? And that's what happened in my life, and I think this is the message God wants to convey to us today. Like, guys, it's easy to be efficient but not effective. It's easy to do things right, but never do the right thing. What if we gained all the prestige in the world? What if we literally made millions and millions of dollars, and at the end it was all meaningless? Jesus actually says in his words, what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? So Harvard, I want to convey this to you today. So many of us around here are going to be successful by worldly standards. So many people might become notorious. So many people might seem to have it all. But what does it profit us if we gain the whole world and in 50 years you're dead? The crazy thing is Jesus in his word, he actually talks about what's going to happen. And he says there's a place called hell. A place away from God. God says to be loved. He is love incarnate. And the crazy thing is he says there's a place that if you want nothing to do with God, he says, fine, I'll give you a place where you'll never have to deal with me. You'll never know love. You'll never have my mercy. There's a place called hell. But the crazy thing is, guys, like God says he loves you, Harvard University, so much. That he cares about us so much. That despite all of our actions, all of my actions, he would send down his son to be brutally murdered for our sins. If any one of us here today thinks that, oh, I never did anything wrong, I never sinned before, God actually said in the first John, he's a liar. Like all of us who stand before God guilty. And he will look at us and say, I loved you so much, I did everything I could for you. Like I sent down my child. He was brutally murdered and took all of my wrath. So that you, like Fred, and like you, like Julie, like you, George, could be forgiven. So I want to ask this question today. What are we doing with Jesus today? Do we actually know him? Do we know what's going to happen when we die? Or today would you say, like I used to say, that I had no idea where I would go if I would die? My friend, we can know. We can know from the Bible. We've got to offer forgiveness. So if you have any questions, you want to talk with us, God cares about us so much. He wants us to know him personally. Please just come up and talk. We're willing to talk. God will not be mocked, but he loves us so much. So God bless you, Harvard University. Love you so much. So you believe in God?
Hey man, yeah. What's your name?
I'm Travis.
Hey Travis.
Yeah.
Benny.
Benny. Nice meeting you.
Keep using
Green, you know? Yeah.
Where did you grow up, Christian?
No. Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, totally. So I'm in my first year of rabbinical school. So it's studying to become a rabbi. Going deep into the text, like deep.
But why does it
learning
have
like
to have
the ancient Hebrew, the ancient Aramaic. Yeah. So I grew up. I grew up, as a Jew my whole life. My mom was a teacher, in Jewish private school.
Yeah.
Like I host like a weekly meditation group where we do a lot of singing and like a lot of chanting.
Dude, it's so cool. We're actually going through the book of Leviticus right now.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. Like, Benny, we literally were talking about, what if we run into someone who's Jewish? Like, anyway.
What do you believe about Jesus? So what's your view?
My personal perspective is that Jesus was born and raised in like a deep Jewish upbringing and faith around like the rabbis and the Pharisees at the time who were like connecting to Hashem, you know, and trying to move away from temple cultic practice. And I think he just tapped into
Jesus. Like, what do you think about like him? Like, have you heard of him like fulfilling like the Old Testament?
Yeah, I've
Like,
heard. Yes.
Like the connections with that.
Yes. I have.
Okay. So what do you think about that? The tabernacle. So it means tabernacle literally means to dwell. John talks about Jesus. So the Word became flesh and dwelt with us. It's just so cool, like how like God is fulfilling that. Like it's talking about God fulfilling like the tent, you know.
Yeah, in the Ohel.
Yeah,
Had
and
to
like
meet
he
it, right? In a cloud.
He became man, God himself, dwelt among us.
Wow.
Which is just insane.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah. Wow.
Like Jesus himself is God.
Wow.
And he fulfills that, and then he even fulfills like Moses, like when he intercedes on Israel's behalf, when like God's like you know they sin against God, they have the golden calf, and God really angry with them, so he was outside their congregation because he was so mad. So Moses was interceding for God to come back. Well, and then God said, okay, I will. Jesus is the intercessory person.
Like the intermediary physical force.
So he's like better than Moses. He wanted to back to like these connections, like Jesus fulfilled like the whole Old Testament. So like,
wow.
So.
That was crazy. You probably just saw in the video that Jewish guy named Benny who's studying the Torah, studying all these things. Like, oh, it's such a good conversation. I felt like the Lord just put in my heart to cut the video and just talk to him heart to heart to try to win his soul into heaven. And so awesome. We actually read Isaiah 53 and I kept asking him, who's the Mashiach? We talked about the prophecy in Daniel 9 and I just challenged him to read Daniel 9 and look at a Christian source. What's the bookend? Like literally the Messiah had to have come before the destruction of the temple. So I was just challenging him, like, who is the Mashiach? Who is the Mashiach? Who is the Mashiach? And he embraced it so much, and he's still not born again, but I truly believe Benny's gonna get born again, like seriously, born again, and then become an amazing Christian preacher. He has a heart for God, a zeal for God. He just does not know about Jesus. He's just been in the dark. But Jesus says that he is the light of the world, and I believe Jesus is going to be that light for Benny. Guys, much love. Please pray for Benny. It's so awesome. You may not even notice on the video, but this whole morning and yesterday, our brother Jonathan was literally talking about, we're reading through the book of Leviticus right now. And so he was literally talking about all these Old Testament things that relate to the New Testament, about how Jesus fulfilled so many different promises. It's just mind-blowing. And then today we were even talking, we were joking, Mike's holding the camera now, we were even joking before, like, what if we run into a Jewish person right now? Like what would happen? And first person that comes up and sits down is Jewish. So good. Much love.